What's up guys, it's Jordan. I'm back with another video. I know it's been a really long time since I've posted consistently or posted, Juice WRLD content or content that you guys enjoy. And for me, it was because I was really struggling with my faith as far as this channel. I felt like maybe I was doing the wrong thing by, posting my thoughts about secular songs, and along the way, maybe, I lost focus. And I just decided to stop. I decided that I shouldn't be doing that. I decided that I didn't like it. And then I was watching another YouTuber who kind of had the same thoughts as I did. He made a lot of really good Christian content, and he decided that he wasn't going to do it anymore because he felt like he shouldn't be talking about other things along with Jesus. He should just be talking about Jesus. And I thought, that's so silly. Like, all the other stuff is the reason people watch these videos. And then I said, the thoughts that you share with it are so much to me, and they help me so much. And then it kind of hit me, and I thought, I'm so dumb for doing the same thing. I should be making videos and telling you guys all my thoughts and about my faith and about my walk, and that's all I can do. And I feel really bad for taking such a long break from YouTube for those reasons, because now I'm sitting here wishing that guy would keep making more videos because they helped me so much. And I know you guys probably thinking the same thing. And we can talk about Juice WRLD or talk about all these other artists, and that's cool and all, and it's entertaining, but at the same time, I'm still going to talk to you about Jesus Christ and my faith and my walk with God, and it's going to help people. So I'm sorry that I took such a long break. I'm sorry that I stepped away from YouTube. It was just my own guilt and my own thought processes getting in my own head. And I don't want to be like that anymore. I want to make videos, and I want to talk about my walk with God, and I want to help people. And if this is doing that, and if this is a way to get your attention and for us to spend time together, then you know what? That's the best thing that I could be doing. So today I'm back. I want to start with something new, something a little bit different. I'm sure you guys have seen the AI image generator stuff going on lately. Everybody's posting selfies and putting in different things, and I thought it would be really cool if we did some Juice WRLD lyrics. So we're gonna do Juice WRLD The Light today, that song. We're gonna plug in some of those lyrics and see what happens. In front of me, you can see that I typed in just Jesus to see what would pop up, and it looks more like me if I was skinny than it does probably what Jesus looks like, but he's got like beautiful flowing hair, which if I took my bun out, that's what I would look like. Probably not, just kidding. But yeah, we're gonna hop right into it and just see what happens. So the first lyrics are forever is a long time from tonight. So we're gonna plug those in and we're gonna see what happens. It does take a while, so I'm gonna be here like on my phone texting while I'm waiting. Okay. So I haven't I don't even get why it's this, but it's cool. I mean, it looks like kind of old world crazy. Let's try it with psychedelic pop. Alright, this one fits kind of better. I mean, this is kind of the style of like a lot of the lyric videos and stuff. So I definitely know you guys would probably like this one. I think I can save the pictures that I get. Yeah, so if you guys want any of these pictures too, I kind of put them in a phone orientation. You can just reach out to me on Instagram and I'll send it to you. But yeah, that one's cool. So let's move on to the next lyrics. When it's dark outside, you're always the light. And I don't remember if he's talking about a girl or about Jesus, but since this song is about relationships with God, I might start filling in like names and stuff. So like when it says when it's dark outside, Jesus is always the light, I might try something like that and just see what happens. Cool. So this is like the same vibes, like the exact same thing as the other one, just like a different scene with more cars and stuff. I'm gonna try the art one and see what happens. Okay, so this is like the same art as last time. So to me, it more seems like it's just filling it in with similar stuff, regardless of the words. But I don't know. This one just doesn't make sense to me. Let's try it if we change your to Jesus is and see what happens. And maybe I should just go with random. I don't know what to do. I'll try random. Okay, It's the same thing. Like I don't know. This doesn't capture what you want it to capture, I guess. But it's cool, I guess. I'll try. I guess I'll just leave it on random, and we'll move on to the next lyric. So the next lyric is, "This heart of mine was once as cold as ice," which is pretty cool. It goes along with what the Bible says. So like it says, when it's dark outside, you're always the light, and Jesus says that he's the light of the world. And when we're in a dark place, we can look to him, and he comes alongside us. And then it says, "This heart of mine was once as cold as ice," and the Bible's pretty clear about that too. It says that we have a heart of stone, and when God changes our heart, it turns into a heart of flesh. But it's only by his kindness and his love that happens. So it is really cool. And it like confirms that Juice WRLD, whether he was saved or not, or like a real Christian or not, he knew about God and he knew about the Bible. So it's interesting, and it's interesting for us to talk about, because that's how I feel too about my own walk. I think that before I got saved, I was a really hard-hearted person, and I was very like mad at the world and very broken inside, and I felt like I was in a really dark place. And when I was introduced to Jesus, when I went to that first camp, or when I started going to church, it really felt like he was lighting up my world, and it really felt like he was healing all these broken things inside me, and it made my heart a lot softer, and it made me a lot more of a compassionate person. So it is pretty cool. Alright, so this one's pretty awesome. Honestly, I can't tell what it is. It just looks kind of like branches in the shape of a heart, and then it's covered in snow. I don't know, it's pretty awesome, because it's, I guess, a heart as cold as ice, literally. I think it'd be cool to see like an actual organ too, maybe like that's frosted over or something. But this one's pretty awesome. And then, like, if you want to talk about Christian aspects of it, God says that though our sins are as crimson, he'll change them to snow. Or though they're like dark red, he'll change them to wool. So this is also like a picture of being a Christian, or being like somebody who loves God and loves Jesus, is that you were all these bad things, you were all these broken things, and then he just makes you as white as snow, like completely pure. And that's how God sees you after you're saved. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, we'll move on to the next lyrics. So those are, "The more I try, the more I open my mind for you." So let's do that one, and let's see what happens. Alright, so I tried oil painting, and this one came out a lot better. I don't know that it has anything to do with the lyrics again, but it looks pretty, so that's cool. I think I'm going to try adding a little bit more lyrics at a time and see what that does next. Alright, this one's a little more like mysterious, I guess. It's cool. Maybe this could be like, maybe this was turning into like a person, but I guess it didn't. I don't know, man. This is just kind of weird, but it's cool. So to find the demons hiding deep inside, Io finds, the devil say I owe him from life. But I could feel it, God was on my side. So yeah, so that's definitely true. The devil tries to tempt us into thinking that, that we're all alone, or that we're alone with our problems, or that he's kind of got us in his grasp. But God is infinitely more powerful than Satan, because he created him. So Satan could never best God, because he's created by God. He's nothing compared to God, and he doesn't like for you to know that. But that's only through the authority of Jesus Christ, right? So you can't just be like, oh, God's on my side, It's if you're saved, if you belong to Jesus Christ, that's like a truth for you. So if that's like where you feel you're at, demons hiding deep inside, the devil's kind of got you. You need Jesus. You need Jesus Christ in your life. You need him to be your savior, and you need to live for him. And he overcomes all those things. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool picture, I guess. I think I'm gonna change all these names. Well, I guess I can't. But I guess we'll just move on to the next lyrics then. Alright, so when you die is when I die. I sometimes wonder why we argue and fight. This one's kind of interesting. I don't know, it's pretty cool because you have like a guy and a girl and it looks like they're in love, maybe at first, but then it looks like he's biting her face off, and then he also doesn't have any eyes, so I feel like maybe you know, you can take from that what you want, but it's pretty cool. Also, the lyrics, when you die is when I die, that's a verse in Ruth that he's probably alluding to, and it's talking about this woman who's gonna go with her mother-in-law even though the son is dead. And but I feel like maybe he could be talking about a girl, you know, or you could be talking about God, because sometimes you don't always get along with God and you don't always agree with you know, what his truths are and what the truth is, and sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow. But I'm gonna try it with a perfect portrait and see if we get like a more clear face or something. Okay, this one's kind of interesting. It just kind of looks like somebody laying down and then somebody in the shadows. But this, I feel like, I don't know, it's artistically, it seems like it's old, but as far as like the content of the song, I feel like this is more in line, because maybe it's you and maybe that's your demons, or maybe that's you and somebody else like arguing or fighting, or maybe that's how you see God sometimes, kind of like this black, mysterious or dark figure because you don't agree with how things have happened, or you don't agree with, you know, like I said before, but God is a good God and he loves us and he sent his son to die for us. But I don't know, this picture's kind of cooler, so I feel like maybe I'm dialing in the settings a little bit better, but we'll see. I'm gonna add the next lyrics and then we'll see what happens. Alright, so this one came out like this. I don't know, I guess because this starts to like turn into a little bit of a love song. I don't know, I just think it's kind of weird. If you guys know any settings that help make it more like unique, or if maybe I should be adding less words or more words, but I'm going to play around with it a little bit more and see if we get anything else that's like interesting. Well, so I tried making it like less words and it helped maybe. I put I can't feel these drugs, but I guess because of the art style it is, they look like prescription bottles and pills and drinks mixed with like really old bottles and containers, and then this looks like a bag of drugs, but it also just kind of looks all old, so that's interesting, I guess. Right, so I think I don't know, maybe this one is cooler though. I put I feel God's eyes, so definitely I think shortening it helps it, but then this looks kind of like a mountain with a giant eye. Obviously it's not really like, that's not any kind of depiction you see in the Bible for God. You do see eyes all over like angels and stuff, which is kind of crazy, but I don't know, I thought it was cool. It's more artistic than like other ones, and I don't know, God appeared to Moses on a mountain. I know he didn't look like this, I know it wasn't just a giant eyeball, but this one's like a more interesting picture, so I thought that was pretty cool. I'm gonna try some other lyrics and see if this is like better. Alright, cool, so I tried the concept art, it's helping. I redid the lyric, the demons hiding deep inside, and it came up with this image, which is pretty crazy. The Bible doesn't really ever say anything on what demons look like, just more of like, even Satan too, unless there's like a certain chapter that describes him before the fall. But I don't know, it looks very dark and like very ugly, and this kind of looks like a robot foot, so I don't know if that's something, but I mean, this one's a lot cooler, so it's definitely interesting. And this is kind of like the stuff I picture when I think of like a spiritual battle, or like, you know, it's cool. I'm gonna add a little bit to this and see if we can get an even better picture, but this is definitely like more interesting and more what I was thinking of, so cool. Right, so this one's pretty cool too. I did the demons hiding inside, and then I did the devil say I owe him for life. So I added some lyrics together and like mix and matched, and this came out, which is kind of crazy because the crowns that they have on, they kind of look like crowns. One on one, it goes like down into the teeth, so that face is messed up. I think I'll try the perfect portrait and see if this like irons out any issues, but a chapter in the Old Testament where it talks about this king, but most people also think that the Bible is talking about Satan and his fall, and him before the fall. So when Satan was created, he was just an angel, and it says that he was above all the other angels, and he was the lead worship angel. So it says within his skin he had, this would probably be really cool for the AI generator to do at some point, but it said he had instruments in his body that, like, he was just that much in tune with worshiping God. And then it also says that jewels and other things were inlaid into his very head, because, like, this is how anointed this angel was, that God had anointed him and like made him the chief of all angels, and he just wanted to be God. So, you know, he can't be, because he's a created being, so it was foolish of him to do that, and God cast him out. But just this, like, whole crown thing, like, looking like it's inlaid into his head, is actually really, really cool and interesting. So I don't know, that's like a really accurate depiction for once. Obviously not the teeth and stuff, if this is like before the fall, but it's just like, it's stuff to think about, and it gives me stuff to talk about as far as the Bible, so I thought it was cool. I'm gonna try and see if the perfect portrait makes the faces look any cleaner, but if not, I'll just show you guys something with the next lyrics. Alright, so it didn't do what I wanted it to do, but this one's also kind of cool or crazy. There's like half of a really beautiful face and then half of a really, like, ugly face. Which, like, I guess that's from the lyric, "The demon's hiding deep inside me." Because, like, you might look like something on the outside, but you feel like something on the inside. And this, like, is more saying that you're, like, malicious intent to be a demon, which nobody can be, right? Demons are different beings from humans. But it is interesting. I think more like, along with what Juice WRLD was saying, is if it would be like half of a really nice face and then half of like a really contorted face in anguish, or like really depressed and downtrodden. That's like more what Juice WRLD is saying. But I don't know, it's also just kind of interesting. I'm gonna mess around a little bit more, but I think I'm probably done for today, actually. And I don't know, if you guys thought this was interesting, definitely leave a comment. Let me know what song you want me to do next, or what lyrics you want me to do, and I'll do those. I think I'm gonna do maybe my favorite Bible verses too, and see what happens on another video. But that's it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And like I said, if you want any of these pictures, definitely send me a message on Instagram and I'll send them to you. Although I don't recommend doing any kind of demonic or satanic pictures as like your screensaver or anything. Definitely don't do that. But if you just want to see them, or you want to share them with somebody, or you want to look at them like in more detail, let me know and I'll send them to you. But it was pretty cool, like the pictures we came up with. I definitely like this one, and it definitely has like some other Christian themes that I thought of behind it. But that's it, you know, it's some pretty interesting pictures, and I think for next time we have it way more dialed in as far as what we're gonna get. So yeah, that's it though. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.